Welcome to That's So Us
with Ama.
and Lo.
Join us every Friday as we talk about everything and anything.
From pop culture to mental health to life experiences.
Everyone needs a vent session, and we're ready to connect with you on so many levels.
Be ready to laugh and even cry. Grab some tissues and a drink.
And join us as we turn our 3 a.m. calls into this podcast. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
Except for the fact that I'm literally dying, but it's fine.
No, I feel that. I guess we could just jump right into it.
Yeah.
My low of this week was that I literally had everything possible. So I started off Friday. My allergies were so bad, it was so bad. And then my allergies turned into a cold. And then I had an allergic reaction to God knows what. And then I couldn't move my neck for 2 days. Now I'm much better, which is great because I'm literally going to Toronto on Monday and I wanted this to be done. I mean, I'm still a little bit congested, but I feel like by Monday that'll be gone. But oh my God, I got my period. So everything at the same time, I was I literally want to die. But
No, literally. And we got it at the same time.
literally the exact same time I texted her and I was I got my period. And she's I just got mine too.
It's really scary because I figured I was gonna get mine because I was a little emotional. But I'm actually happy though that I got mine now and not next week because I have to go to a wedding.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
But
guess my
yeah,
high.
what's your high?
I bought more stuff for my move, which is fun, but also stressful because my credit cards right now are disgusting. But I'm whatever.
Yeah. Ugh, I can't wait to see everything all
Me
together.
too. I
Yeah,
can't wait to see everything all together because then I'll be okay, I didn't just spend money for nothing.
nothing, right? Yeah.
Because now it's all in
And-
boxes, so I'm I don't even see it yet. So I guess
Yeah, that's true.
once I see it, I'll be okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I know your videos on it are gonna be so cute.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
I'm excited. Let's see. My low is probably the same thing, my period,
Mm-hmm.
of being a woman. And then my high is I'm going to a wedding next week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's in Utah. I've never been in Utah, but I'm excited. I think we're gonna do the ATV excursion.
You should post some stuff on our stories.
Yes, I will. I'll keep everyone updated. I may even go live, and get ready
Okay, that's
live.
fun.
I feel like it's a vibe. But yeah, I'm excited because I've literally never been, but the venue is so stunning.
I've never been,
Um,
but it just looks beautiful. The scenery just looks beautiful.
yeah, because there's so many parks that we can just
Mm.
go hike and yeah, I'm really excited. So that's probably my high.
Yeah, I love that. Do you have a song?
Let me check.
Mine?
Actually, Renee
Okay.
Rapp.
Yes, mine was gonna say "Leave Me
Renee
Alone,"
Rapp.
Renee Rapp. It's such a
Yeah.
different song compared to what she usually I was telling my girlfriend yesterday, I'm it's giving coming of age movie end credit vibes.
I 100% see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's not a deep song, obviously, if you listen to the lyrics, but it's fun.
Yeah. I love her. I want to see her live.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna go on tour soon, so
Okay, Slay.
hopefully
Well,
she's got an Ohio date
I know, hopefully. Nobody comes here.
and
Also,
Montreal because
yeah, I don't know what's up with people. Also, Billy
same.
announced more shows
I know, and she skipped Canada.
in Ohio. What's wrong with her? Because I think I want to fly to Florida.
Honestly, yeah, you should.
I should, but I shouldn't.
But I feel there has to be more. I'm so sorry. She can't have zero Canadian dates. There has to be more coming. There's literally no Canadian at all.
Yeah,
Not
I
even
don't know.
Toronto, not Vancouver. So I'm there has to be more.
Hopefully, but I feel like these are so last minute.
I know.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm
And
being
also,
delusional, but there has to be more.
yeah, I feel like she's been on tour for so long. Like,
I know. You know what I always don't understand how people that are on tour don't lose their voice. Okay, some of them do, but I feel I lose my voice so easily if I'm like yelling. Like, after a show, like 2 shows in a row, like my voice is gone. How do they
God,
still have a voice? Like, I don't get it.
no. No, like when I was in Europe for what, a month,
Mm-hmm.
my voice was gone. Like I was like sick, I think. And like, how do people actually do this?
I don't know.
Really crazy. But okay, this is so random, but I don't know why I thought it. Have you ever seen someone yawn on stage?
No.
Like when they're singing, like how does that
No.
just not happen? I'd be so tired. How do they
No,
just
literally.
I was
Especially because
gonna
they're
ask
not
Madison.
sleeping. How do you not yawn on stage?
I thought that she would like I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
seriously. Or
And not
even
in
like cough. Like I
you,
never
like
see them cough or like
nothing. I'm like, are you like human?
no, literally.
I don't know.
Literally.
But anyway,
Yeah, today
um,
we have a
an
interesting
interesting topic.
topic. Yeah. Um, we're gonna talk about the Diddy case, which is like very popular in the media right now and disgusting to say the least.
Disgusting.
Okay, so I went on the internet and I got like a bullet point stuff because we didn't want to like say anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Sean Diddy Combs is currently on trial in Manhattan, facing multiple serious charges stemming from alleged criminal activities spanning nearly 2 decades, which is crazy. Some of the charges are racketeering conspiracy. I've never heard of that word. Allegedly orchestrating a criminal enterprise involving sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice from 2004 to 2024.
That's crazy. 2004 to
Yeah,
2024. Like
like
that
the
is
fact that no
so
one
said anything,
right
no one
caught
like got
him or
involved.
anything.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, then there's sex trafficking by force, fraud, or I can't say this word. Coercion.
Coercion.
Yeah, that. Uh, accused of coercing women into sexual acts through violence, threats, and manipulation, including supplying drugs to maintain control over victims. That's like disgusting. Like in general,
Yeah.
disgusting, but especially like using drugs so that they like don't even know what's happening or stuff like that's like
Yeah.
literally so gross.
Or able to like continue because some
Yeah.
of these things would go on for like days. Like,
Hmm. And then the last one is transportation to engage in prostitution, charged with transporting individuals across state lines with the intent that they engage in prostitution. And apparently he pleaded not guilty to all of them. And if he's convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison, which I think he should go to prison for life. But again, with some rich people, they don't go to jail.
yeah. It's really annoying actually.
Hmm.
And also like his team is trying to like make the case that Cassie was also involved in like all of this and enjoyed it and it was consensual and like yes, he like was abusive, but she was always like able to leave but
Hmm.
didn't. And I'm just like if you're in a toxic
It's not that
relationship,
easy to.
it's not literally not easy at all. Like your brain, just like how trauma changes and
Hmm.
rewires your brain. Domestic violence is also traumatic and it
Yeah.
rewires your brain and you start to think of like this person almost as like your comfort, your safe space, even when they literally have done you so dirty and so wrong and like are literally abusive.
Yeah,
But
and you don't even like know what's going on. Like people always say like, "Oh, why don't they just leave?" But like you don't know like if there's like threats being happening or like if they try to leave and then like like you know what I mean? Like I feel like people are so quick to be like, "Oh, it's so easy, like just do this." But like
right.
it's not.
Yeah. No, like she literally tried to leave when she was at the hotel and there's video footage of him dragging her
Yeah, like
like hitting her, kicking her, like she tried to leave then.
hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure multiple times she's um tried,
Yeah.
but it's literally not that simple. And it makes me so sad for her though, especially since she's on um the stand right now testifying and like
It must be so hard.
yeah, it's like bringing all of those emotions and that trauma back up. And on top of all of that, she's pregnant and, like,
Mhm.
I think 9 months pregnant, so, like, she could pop a baby out any second now, and she's out here, like, talking about all of her traumatic, like,
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, ugh, I don't know how she's doing it, because especially with all
Yeah.
the hormones when you're pregnant, like, you're so emotional, all the hormones are, like, crazy, and
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, and like talking about her, it says Kid Cudi's testimony, rapper Kid Cudi, born Scott Mescudi, testified about his brief relationship with Cassie in 2011. He recounted that after Combs discovered their involvement, um, his car was destroyed in a Molotov cocktail attack. I don't know what that means. In 2012. Um, so like see like things like that, like him saying that like she was involved with someone else going to destroy that person's like car. It just goes to show that it's like scary to like leave someone like that, like when you see them
Mhm.
doing things like such.
Yeah, and you'll see, like, interviews at, like I think it was the Met Gala, where he's super, like, protective over
Mm-hmm.
her in a very, like, toxic way. He'll, like, grab her by the waist and, like, push her, like, closer to him, and it's
Yeah.
just, like, you can see the anger behind his eyes and the sadness and, like, fear behind
Yeah.
hers, and it's just so sad, like
Yeah. And they said that during a 2024 raid of Diddy's Miami mansion, they found parts of AR-15 rifles, bottles of baby oil, lubricants, high heels, and other personal objects. That were like these were like presented in court.
Yeah, I can't even, like
But I hate when people say like to like, oh, like it was consensual. I feel like it could be consensual until if someone's like not 100% there, it's like to me that's not consensual because they're not in a
Right,
state of mind to actually know what's going on. Like, for example, if
yeah,
I was blackout drunk, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Half the time, like, you're just like not fully present to be able to consent to like certain things. So if there was like a lot of like substance abuse involved, whether she took it willingly or not, at this, it doesn't really matter. It's still like she was not 100% able to like
yeah,
consent to this, in my opinion.
yeah. No, I agree. Um, and I think there was what she was saying was, once when Diddy would, like, what's it called? He would have her text strippers or, like, escorts or
Mm-hmm.
whatever to come, and they would all be, like, black males,
Yeah.
and they would come and they would, like, have sex with Cassie in front of Diddy, and then he would be getting himself off in front of them, and I think what the defense is trying to say is, like, that she enjoyed all of that, that she was the one who was reaching out, so she, like, agreed to it and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
um, but it, like, also makes me think, like and I don't wanna make I'm not making excuses for him at all,
Mm-hmm.
but there's, like, 2 things that, like, come to my mind when, like, I heard that he was just, like, in the corner watching. I think he's gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe he's, like, envious of her and, like, hates women, and it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you can do this publicly and, like, be with a guy publicly, but I can't, and so,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna take out all of my frustration and just project on you, and then also hate you while doing it
Yeah.
because, like, he's envious in a way." But then also, it's like, I think when he was growing up, he was abused either by I heard someone from, like, his school or, like, the church that he was going to, I think it was, like, a Catholic, um, church, and, like, the I think it was something with the priests, don't quote me on
Yeah.
that, I don't really
I
remember,
wouldn't be
but,
surprised.
so it's just, like, if that happened to him when he was younger, like, hurt people,
Yeah.
it doesn't give it an excuse, and it doesn't make it
Mm-hmm.
right, but that's kind of like, I don't know, just, like, a view into his
Yeah.
mind. Obviously, it's, like, so disgusting, but, Yeah, I don't think that they should be using her, like, being able to consent, like, ag against her, I guess, like, because
Yeah.
she wasn't fully there, like you said.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I don't
And then
know.
there's the whole like Justin Bieber part to it. Justin came forth and said he wasn't like one of his victims, but I don't know if
He
he,
did?
yeah, he did like 2 days ago or something. Because I
When?
don't know if you've
I
seen
mean,
all this stuff with Justin and stuff, but I still think weird shit happened. Maybe in his head he doesn't, I don't know. But like from something that I had seen like a while ago, um, so like when Justin and Diddy were hanging out, this was like in 2009. So like I don't even know, Justin was like 15. Um,
mhm.
so Diddy said where we okay, this is like in slang, but I'm gonna like where are we hanging out and what we're doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. Weird. For the next 48 hours, he's with me. Like that's fucking weird to me.
48 hours?
Like first of all, why can't you disclose? Second of all, what is a 15-year-old's dream? Like, is he like, I don't know. I feel like there is stuff there that isn't being said. And
Yeah, why are you, like, I don't know how old he is, but why are you an old man with a 15-year-old
yeah,
for
let me see
48
how old he is.
hours? Like, yeah.
How old is Diddy? 55.
Yeah, no.
So Justin's 31. So when he was 15, that was 16 years ago. So 55 minus 16 is a 39-year-old with a 15-year-old. What is this dream that like, you know, I don't know, it's just weird
Yeah.
and disgusting and like
Also, I mean,
no go.
sorry, same thing with Cassie too, was like she was 19 when she got signed by him.
Mm-hmm.
And she was 21 when they started dating and 22 when the abuse started happening in
Yeah.
2008. But it's like when you're 22 years old, your brain isn't even like fully developed at that age. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the defense is saying how she was like super mature for her age and she had already known people who like were building her career and like whatever, like she wanted this, like blah blah blah. Which doesn't make any sense because like you're literally so young at that age. You don't know what
Yeah.
you want. Like, what?
But that's what people are saying. Like someone said one thing I've like I'm on Twitter right now reading, and then someone said
Mhm.
one thing I realized from the discourse about Diddy's trials, a lot of people don't know what grooming is, which like makes
Yeah.
sense. Like I definitely think like people like when like you're presented with like all these like shiny objects or like materialistic things or money, like from an older person. Sometimes
Yeah.
you don't actually realize what's like happening. And yes, like she was 19 when like she got like started with him or whatever. But like at the same time, like a 19-year-old, yes, you're an adult and like you can recognize what's happening, but sometimes like you're just like blocked from like reality when you're presented with things that you probably might have never had before. And
Yeah.
people know how to do that. Like they know how to groom someone.
Yeah. No, it's just a lot of manipulation
Mhm.
and like gaslighting. But it also made me think of like, whenever like someone gets kidnapped and they have like Stockholm syndrome,
Yeah.
I wonder if that could be a thing in like relationships. Cause like, even though you like hate this person, you know that this person is abusive, like you're like slowly starting to like fall in love more and more because
Yeah.
well, okay, that's not every like kidnapping
Hmm.
situation, fall in
No,
love,
yeah,
but
but
like
sometimes they
you get
just
comfortable and
yeah.
like yeah, say she's falling in love because
That's
she's
all she
seeing
knows.
like another side of him
Hmm.
too, like probably when he's sober if he ever is. But like I don't know, being like protective and like whatever, but I don't know. Then she like maybe in her head like excused all of the abuse and maybe that's why she didn't want to leave or like thought that everything was fine, especially cuz like when you're not all mentally there, I feel
Yeah.
like it's really easy for you to just kind of forget of all the bad and
Hmm.
just focus on the good to like literally she was dissociating like 100%.
Yeah.
Especially
And
when some of the freak offs that they had went on literally for 4 days.
that's that's insane to me and gross.
Yeah. Also, For the longest time, I thought the freak offs were just Diddy's parties,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like Diddy had parties and then the after parties were
Yeah.
completely different. But it makes me like so angry knowing that there were so many people who knew what happened
Yeah.
behind closed doors at these after parties and nobody said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just as guilty,
No, yeah. Yeah.
literally.
And then it said like major bombshell drops in the Sean Diddy, whatever. His former assistant claimed that Donald Trump's hotel in New York were the sex trafficker's favorite. Um, Trump International, the assistant said International, they knew me very well. They gave me a key. Um, so I mean, Donald Trump's in every fucking thing. Like, ew. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I wouldn't put it past Trump to like have these things happen at his hotel and not give a fuck because whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, he also claims that he's close friends with like Diddy and stuff. So it's just like
Yeah.
all these predators together, just like I feel like this is just scratching the surface of like things that happen. And I feel like there's so much
Oh,
like
yeah.
more. And I feel like so much is gonna like come out of like this trial. And yeah, it's still ongoing. I don't even know like when there's gonna be like
I think
that's
we're only on like day 4 of it
yeah.
or something. Well, when this comes out, there'll be more
Yeah.
info. But yeah, it's also really crazy because I saw um a clip on TikTok where someone was like, Chris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey,
Mm-hmm.
is like involved as well with like the whole
Mm-hmm.
situation and was kind of like Diddy's like not assistant, maybe like security. I forget what it
Yeah.
said, but like involved in some way, shape, or form. And like then all of the Kardashians like would talk about Diddy parties and like I think
Mm-hmm.
Kourtney got like super like she blacked out at one. She didn't even
Yeah.
remember what happened. And I'm like, you guys all like knew what was going on. Like, no
Mm-hmm.
wonder Kanye and Scott don't like Corey and don't want Corey around their kids. Like, that
Mm-hmm.
says a lot. That says a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, I wouldn't want Kanye West around
Weird.
my own kids, but like, yeah. But no,
I
that
know
does
that
say a
he's
lot.
super questionable, but I think in some things, maybe he was actually telling the truth. Like,
Yeah, like things like
just like
that.
saying it in a very like frantic
Weird
way,
way.
just really
Yeah.
weird way and expressing it weird. But yeah, like the oh wait, like the whole Nazi thing, like no, negative. Like
Yeah. No, but like this, like pertaining to this, yes.
yes.
But then yeah, there's like pictures of like things that they found.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then there's like aftermath pictures of like, see, like there are photos of the aftermath of Diddy assault on ex-girlfriend Cassie. He allegedly threw a vase at her during the infamous 2016 hotel beating. And like there's literally pictures and people are just like don't like realize that that's why you can't like it's hard to leave because like you
Yeah.
literally get beat for trying to leave. And I don't know, pisses me off.
Yeah, the one with like the gash on her eyebrow.
Yes.
It was so deep. I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
And all of the baby bottles or baby
Mm-hmm.
oil, all of the different pills. He was under an
Yeah.
alias,
Mm-hmm.
like Frank something, I forget. Um, which like also says a lot because like how if his alias
Mm-hmm.
is not even a real person, how is he able to get that medication at a pharmacy? Like
Yeah,
they're
it's
all
like
involved. And it's just
yeah,
because you have so much power and money and like
exactly. Like he could have just probably gave them like 50 million and be like, give me whatever the fuck I want. And some
exactly.
people will take that.
Yeah. It's just the whole system being corrupt and
Mm-hmm.
people wanting money because apparently money is the key to everything
Yeah.
in their eyes, and it's just really, really sad.
No, it is.
I was gonna
And
say something else, but I forget. Hold on. Oh, this always happens.
No, I feel that. I feel like because my brain goes to so many different things and then I forget what I wanted to talk about.
It's also like I'm mid-sentence and then I just like
Yeah.
it leaves my
People are
brain.
thinking that Kanye is gonna get like subpoenaed to talk at the
Mm.
trial. I honestly wonder how long it's gonna like last.
Yeah, me too.
Like, is this
Uh,
gonna be like, you know how like Johnny Depp and like Amber Heard, like it's not the exact same thing, but that one went on for like kind of long. So I wonder if
Yeah.
this one's gonna be even longer than that.
Yeah. I also wish that it was public and
Hmm.
televised, but because it's like a federal court case, it's
Yeah.
not. And cameras are like
I do
prohibited.
find it weird that influencers are in the room. Not like the influencers that are like journalist vibes or stuff, but like there's some that are just there and like making like silly little TikToks. Like I saw this one girl like doing an OOTD like at the Diddy fucking court case. And I'm like, that's just like that's weird to me. Like if you're going to the court case and like you're an influencer, but like you're giving like information that's happening in there, that's one thing. But like to do like an OOTD to like a court case that's like affecting people and like people were like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's
Mhm.
like not okay and weird to
It,
me.
yeah, that's actually really weird. I haven't seen that.
No, okay, next time I see one, it's this one girl. I don't remember her name though. I had seen it on my For You page, but I'll send it if I see it. But yeah, it's just like weird and I feel like that's like insensitive
Oh, 100%.
because
Because
like
these are actually like
people that
traumatic
were
things
abused,
that happen
sexually
to
assaulted and stuff, like why are you making an oath? Like no one fucking cares what you're wearing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, with like the jury, there's
Hmm.
literally 8 men and 4 women.
Yeah. Like at least
Sorry,
make it
what?
even. Yeah.
And I think they're all white. So
That's great.
that's great.
Yeah.
But I
The
know that
justice
there
system's
were a
fucked.
couple, or I heard that a couple were like in tears after they saw like the pictures and like the evidence. So I
I
don't
feel like
know.
it's so hard to be like to have a jury for a famous person because like you're supposed to go into these things like not really knowing the person and not knowing any like I feel like it's just hard to like when you're famous for people to not know anything about you.
Yeah. And
Um
like especially because this is super, like it's public. Like
yeah,
I feel like a
like
lot of
everyone
people,
knows about it
yeah.
really.
And so it also like makes me question the people who, well, I don't know the jury, but like I wonder how they choose because like you can't
Hmm.
tell if someone's lying. Like what if they're good
Yeah.
liars and they're just like, oh yeah, like I have no clue
Or
who
like
like
what if he tries to like pay them off? Like
yeah, like it I don't know, it stresses me out.
no, yeah. Um but I feel like that's the most updates so
Yeah.
far.
I also watched this girl on YouTube. I'm gonna look her up because she is where I got most of my information from. Because she went super, super in detail of every single like day. Um, hold on, let me try to find it. Her YouTube channel is called Rotten Mango. She has a podcast, Rotten Mango
Okay.
Pod. Um, but yeah, she's made like multiple videos of just like updating on everything that has happened so far and like goes super, super in like detail
Detail.
because she's in
Okay.
the courtroom and literally goes into so much detail of like his facial expressions or like the way that he's like positioned and like all that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that it's a
I'll
really
definitely
good
follow.
source, yeah, if you want to keep up. But yeah, I think that's everything.
No, yeah, because there's not no other updates.
Um, at the end of the day, I just feel bad because if fingers crossed that they say he's not guilty,
Mm-hmm.
it would just go to show so many people who have gone through this and so many victims, like, why are you even gonna speak up if this
Yeah.
is gonna
And
happen? You
if
know?
that is the case, I do hope there's like protection for the people that spoke out against him because I
Yeah,
feel like that's a very scary thing to do, especially when someone is so like powerful. So hopefully there's like protection for them.
yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
hope he wants in hell regardless, but
No, yeah, I hope he like literally goes to jail for the rest of his life and like rots there and like
yeah.
anyways,
All
thank you
right,
guys for
bye guys.
listening.